disappointed Michael. Games come down to the end like that and go either way. Thought they made the big plays. We shot ourselves in the foot a few times with turnovers, or really turnovers, a couple turnovers there at the end. But good experience for our guys to go against a really good team like that. Good experience for our young guys, Jared and Karis, getting their feet wet. We'll learn from it. Tough loss, really tough loss.
With that 6-point lead in the closing minutes, you mentioned turnovers. Anything else stand out on how the game kind of got away?
Yeah, we couldn't get the critical stop when we needed. I felt like, we bailed them out fouling, and we couldn't stop them. But the second half, I thought, that was a key in general. Just tough time stopping their offense.
The second unit overall in their performance, you mentioned Jared Allen. He got above that 20-minute mark. Is that something that we can see continue?
Yeah, if he plays well, that's his. He's got a. I thought he gave us good minutes. I think, yeah, if he keeps playing well, you'll see his minutes go up.
In your mind, that span when you went from up 6 to down 2, did they turn up pressure on your ball handlers, or do you think it was more on your end than it was anything that they did? The defensive pressure is always turned up at the end of the game, but it wasn't like execution. I thought it was, a fast break turnover. Then I thought we got a rebound, and we lost it. And there were just kind of frustrating ones. Like, man, then. I think we hit the roll guy, in the pick and roll, and we had it at the rim, and they kind of, slapped down on us a few times, and turnovers, a couple turnovers that way too. So, we're a strong, experienced team. I thought, they took advantage. They used that to their advantage. On more than one occasion during the road trip, and even since you've come back, some of the veteran guys have talked about that being the next step in the evolution of a young team, specifically this team, in learning how to close out close games. When you look at their backcourt and the experience their backcourt has in the other locker room, is this kind of an example of the kind of thing that they're talking about?
Yeah, and I think, that's the hardest thing to do in the NBA, is close games. Because it's, we saw it the other night in Cleveland, play really well for 3 quarters, and then, they're great players on these other teams that are determined not to let you win. And I think that was a little bit the case tonight. They really relied on their experience, but it's also a positive experience for us, right? Like, man, we can look at this. We can say, how can we close games? What can we do better? How can we execute better? What can we do defensively differently to close out games? So, and that's on all of us. That's a coaching staff too, not just the players. So that's a good point. Closing games is a next step for us.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.